are set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 59. Mike is 56.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
59, Mike, 59. There you go, kill. He's scared. He's checking.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Cowboys.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Defense, get out the field, defense. Mike, check. 59.
A give to Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Baker on the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Check. 50 and 47. You got nothing to that.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray a give. This is Drake. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On the give, this is Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now a handoff for Drake. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
46. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
For Michael Gallup, incomplete. He was defended by Patrick.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Elliott, toss right. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11. That's the end of the first.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. We're scoreless after 1. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. The give is to Elliott. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flipped it down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Going deep for Walker. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
Brings up second and 2. At the 23-yard line.
Murray now. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10.
44-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now second.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. He's been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add the...
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or else.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jordan Phillips able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Going to take a shot for Gallup. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Prescott on first down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Prescott yet again. And this is caught. It's Cooper. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Just shy of the goal.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
We own it. 58, boys, 58, 58, come on. You ain't doing nothing today. 58. Yeah, Mike, 58, right there. Crunch time, defense.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing now is Murray. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
1-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
And the Cardinals.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Murray. And that is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big three-point play right there, couldn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 25 on second down, Prescott. He'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first and 10, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Michael Gallup, incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. Second and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, kill. I got 19. Check. Fresno.
They go to Elliott again. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A 26-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
On the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Murray now to throw. It's complete to Hopkins.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
And about winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And Walker has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
43-yard line.
On first down, it's Elliott, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He's back to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Let me breathe for a minute, man.
Now Prescott. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now on first down, Drake again. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Leighton Vander Esch.
They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Drake. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse out there. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Jordan Phillips is liking life in the NFC now. Nice tackle by him there. Formerly was with Miami and Buffalo.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Check 26, check 26. Who's on 47? Mike, check, 59, 59. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
A good pickup there, 22. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number. I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
6 man. Check curls.
Prescott from the gun. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Dallas, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.